Good evening, friends. I am crossing my fingers this works. This is the part of growing pains that is always difficult to get through. Working on changing things a little bit. I did notice there are a few people that are not on YouTube. So trying to do things that will centralize everything, and I am hoping that this is working. So what I wanted to do to start off is actually take a minute and show you the knives in person, rather than having just the photos. You can't always see the back spacers and what's going on with the whole knife. So I want to show that to you guys now real quick, and then we'll do the drawing. So first one up is this little titanium and copper piece. It's kind of hard to tell on the pictures, but this thing actually has a copper back spacer. Of course, it's got the collars, and it's a front flipper. So this one, I did this on a hog flipper, had a different blade, but the copper and titanium just works for me. Next one up. This is some G11, and it is really cool stuff. You can kind of see it in the camera right here. Has an amazing texture, feels really good in hand, and then this cheated Damascus is some of my favorite. Almost looks like a 3 alloy. It's not stainless. And then this one, you have a semi-transparent jade backspacer with some layers on it. So kind of a fun liner lock on that one. Next up, and I apologize, it's a little bit dark out, and I turned my lights off in the shop, and I'm realizing that it's a little bit hard to see. This is just a regular flipper, not a front flipper. Has some Westinghouse wood. And I'm actually going to kick the lights on real quick so you guys figure out how to get tweaked. I think this one needs to be seen a little bit better. I don't know if that helped. But this one has some layers. We've got orange over gray. I'm going to turn that light back off because I actually think it made it worse. But this blue Westinghouse wood is some of my favorite stuff. That actually made it hard to see. Sorry, it's just dark outside. I'm by a window, but it's getting dark. This one is probably my favorite one from the group. As you can see, a mirror polish blade is reflecting off of the screen. But this texture, the amoeba texture, is really cool stuff. And I did that on both sides. Kind of a fade out of kind of a bubble texture. This one also has floating back spacer with dragon skin also. I did a different technique on coloring this, so you can kind of see this is a very orange, almost reminiscent of how you color mokutai sometimes. It gets a little bit of purple and mostly orange. What's up, guys? I'm trying to do this and read there as well. Yeah, Sear Babs, I think you're right. I think that the color with the light off is much better. All right, next one up is this jigged antique paper. I hand jigged this stuff, and it turns out really cool. It's over red and OD green. I've got an OD green backspacer on there. Another regular flipper, M390 blade, and as ground. Turned out pretty cool with a little OD green shield, which is not jigged. It's a little bit tricky to do. Anyway, those are the knives. Hopefully you're able to see them a little bit better. You can see the back spacers. You can see the coloring, the blade a little bit. Sometimes I try to keep it true on the pictures I take, but it's not always the case. So let's go to drawing. As you can see, and I'm hoping that you can see. Yeah, you can't see the comments in the blade. The Maritime model. Sorry, yeah, you can see comments in that blade. It's not true mirror polish, but it is a really high finish. And then when I do that coloring, it actually makes it look pretty mirrored. So let's go to. Hopefully this split screen system is working. Let's go to the drawing. So what I'm going to do is actually refresh this page, and then we have, as you can see, oh dang it. Let me go back here. It changed me around. We have Boom, 376. So I'm going to try to not mess things up here. I'm going to go to 376. I'm going to have to get my wobbly phone looking at my computer, so hopefully this is a little more enjoyable. Let's see. Generate the first one. This will be the first one, 310. So let's go here and find 310. 310. Looks like maybe Mike, you are number one, dude. I think this is the second time that this guy has won a lotto in a row. Some people are lucky, I'm telling you. Next one up, 322. We're staying down at the bottom. 322 is right here. So Gennady Kaikov, you are number two. Sorry if I slaughtered your name. I will say, sometimes I read names and I'm terrible at it, and you'd think I should know because I have one of those names that everybody mispronounces, right? But I try and I suck, so I'm sorry if I slaughter your name. All right, let's go to the next one. 96, here we go. We're moving back up to the top. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Richard Rosendale, you are my number three. Okay. Next up, 301, back down to the bottom. We're staying in those 300s. So 301 is Charlie Brock. You are number four. Next one up is 219. And hopefully this is working okay for you guys. I don't see any comments that it's not, so hopefully you're able to see everything. You're able to see what I'm doing here, picking numbers. So Eric Wang, you are number 5, my last one. So I'm going to draw 2 alternates here now. 292 back down there at the bottom. So 292. Pedro, my man, PJ, you are alternate 1. And then last alternate, 361. Man, we just stayed right down there on the bottom, didn't we? 361. Mike, you are my alternate number 2. Okay, so hopefully the way this is going to work, I am going to contact you by the way that you asked me to contact you. Some of you did cell phones, and I didn't notice that until just now, so I apologize. I'm going to hide those so people don't call people. And I'll be better at hiding that a little bit next time so that people don't see that. But I'll be reaching out to you. For anyone that does not have YouTube, that's not watching this now, when you're not going to hear my message right now, but anyway, I'm going to say it. I'll just reach out to you, and if you don't hear from me, then you didn't win. So congratulations to the winners. Hopefully this system works out. The comments seem like it's working out well. It's hopefully a little cleaner, a little less messy, easier to see, all that good stuff, centralized. It definitely made the group of names drawn bigger because I'm pulling from all the areas, giving everybody an opportunity. I'm trying to make this so that people are all aware of who got it. So, Zerna, I noticed that you have asked who won. So let me announce that one more time. Choice number 1 is Mike Smuckney. Number 2, Gennady Kaikov. Sorry, Gennady, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Number 3, let's see, shoot, I think is it down or up? It's up, it's up. Number 3 is Richard Rosendale. Number 4 is Charlie Brock. Number 5, Eric Huang. Alternate number 1 is Pedro Rodriguez, and alternate number 2 is Mike. And I'm going to have to look at his last name, so if you put in Mike, maybe it's you. Anyway, those are the winners. Congrats, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm just going to leave this up. If it's dumb to leave it up and I get a whole bunch of them, I may just delete them. Maybe they'll last a week or a month. I don't know. But I hope you're having a good night. You can start your week. Monday's over. So let's have a good rest of the week. Thanks.